That was my morning routine, not an hour long, not at all complicated, and not like Ashton Hall. Instead, it's the complete opposite, and that's all you need. I'm going to explain exactly why most morning routines are overrated and how you can build a better one for yourself. All you need is to build certain habits and take the first 15 minutes of your morning to set you up for the day, and then stick to it. Stick to it until it becomes automated. So why build a morning routine in the first place? Well, number one, it boosts your productivity and focus for your day as you're starting the day with intention, and the first few minutes to the hour will set the tone for the day. And if you do it right and plan the rest of the day, then you're more likely to follow through on what you intend. It also reduces stress because you're starting your day more calmly instead of rushed on the go. And if you have any self-improvement habits that you want to get through, getting through them in the morning will provide great space and time without major distractions. Obviously has its own benefits as well. Building small habits will build consistency, and then vice versa. These will compound over time for better results. It also has its several scientific backed and proven advantages, but let's not dive into that too much right now. So a routine will put you in control and stop you from reaching for your phone first thing in the morning. So basically the actions that you take in the morning are like dominoes, which sets you up for each of the following tasks during the day. Okay, I know all of this is a direct contradiction of when I said that morning routines are kind of overrated. And yes, most of them are, but why? And that's because there's only a handful of people that realize that a good morning routine is when you wake up excited and ready for the day ahead. Starting the day intentionally does not mean you wake up to spend the day preparing for the day, or a 50-step morning routine you hate doing. An intentional morning means starting the day with what matters to you and what's meaningful to you. Okay, but you might say that a 10-step morning routine is what is intentional to me. If it matters to you and you enjoy it, then totally continue with it. So long as it doesn't end up burning you out and starting each and every day with 100 things clouded in your mind, then go ahead. I understand that when you first start to make a morning routine, it will feel compelling. Do as much as you can in the morning, and that's just not at all sustainable. It's the only really advice I can give. If you get tired after a few days or a few weeks, it's better to change things up, or even easier, just start small in the first place. There's a quote by Marcus Aurelius that adds to all of this. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, and to love. Alright, but why do most morning routines fail? And I've already answered it. Because the person will eventually be too tired, too bored, and lose complete motivation to just get up in the morning itself. Most people don't wait for that point of change to come their way, and before it does, it's too late and they're back on their phones scrolling for an hour every morning. So start your mornings calmly and in control instead of everything all at once. And if you're just forcing yourself to do things you hate doing or you don't want to do right away in the morning, you're just bound for failure. You're going to drain more energy than create it. However, this can be changed. That's through building habits in the morning, and habits out of the small things that will compound greatly over time. Now it's time to build your own power-up routine. I'm going to list out a few ideas or principles, and you just have to pick, choose, and select, and then obviously apply. Create a routine that works around you. I'll explain the benefits to these later on, but here are the principles. So number one, get a physical alarm clock and place it. Get out of bed. I typically will stay in bed for another 5 to 10 minutes, but be very wary of going back to sleep because then you just ruin the whole point of this video. Number two, set consistent sleep schedules. On weekdays, set a specific time to wake up, and then on weekends, you can be a bit more lenient if you want and wake up with a 30 minutes difference to your weekday schedule. Number three, get morning sunlight. This will improve your energy throughout the day. It's backed by science and it maintains your circadian rhythm and clock. Number four, hydrate as one of the first things. Get a good water bottle. Steel ones are generally better, and maybe anything less than 2 cups of water. Place it somewhere you can see in your room the night before and then rehydrate. Now if you're doing any sort of serious movement first thing in the morning, then don't drink too much right away. Number five, get some morning movement. Whether a workout or a quick stretch, this will generally increase your energy. You could start with a general stretch, even a focused stretch from part to part, yoga, a light cardio such as walking, or even something more intense such as running or cycling, but make sure cardio like those are controlled, or even a strength workout. Number six, pick any sort of mindfulness such as meditation and journaling and practice for at least 2 minutes. 2 minutes is all it takes. This is a great activity which will over time compound. Number seven, one of the greatest things you can possibly do in the morning is to highlight your number one most important task for the day. If you don't get through any of the other things I mentioned out of these 10 steps, at least pick this one. It will drastically improve awareness and clarity, moving on for the day. It's very straightforward, a practice known as the daily highlight from the book Make Time. What you want to do is write what you want to accomplish this day. Another way to phrase this, if today were to be a great day, number 8, pick one task that you want to do in the morning. This is the one thing I would like to accomplish, and plan or prepare this the night before. Now, a note, this is completely optional. You don't have to do it. If you have the time in the morning and a free morning, then pick one thing and focus on one thing. And it doesn't even have to be too long. For even 5 minutes on one thing you want to do is a building block for your day. And even schedule a focus block to work on it specifically. Number 9, avoid using any screens at least 30 minutes to 60 minutes after waking up. It's pretty self-explanatory. You don't want to be checking things such as emails, news, or random things you want to do right away in the morning because they're just going to cloud your mind. And you could also purposefully set this up the night before, such as placing your phone away, turning your phone off. Number 10, eat. Unless you're on a strict diet, I don't get why some people actually skip their breakfast. It fuels you for a good day, and of course it's delicious. Keep in mind, a good breakfast is a nutritious one. Protein, fiber, and essential minerals right away in the morning will actually increase your energy levels. Okay, so if you're saying this is too much and also contradicting the fact that I said it should be short and simple, then hear me out. It's not. Only if you know how to choose the right ones and turn them into habits. I have a video on building and breaking habits on my YouTube channel, but the point is, if you want things to go smoothly, then you have to just start to automate them. It doesn't have to be all 10 things, even one of them would be beneficial. And another thing, the longer that you can stick to a simple routine, the harder it will be to get out of it. And that's sort of true. So some of these are long ideas, but please choose the ones that work for you and your schedule. Okay, so I know this is an additional technical side to morning routines, but understanding a bit of the science behind them actually help you, wake up. Firstly, it regulates and helps you maintain a consistent circadian rhythm. If you've watched other videos on this topic, then I'm sure you're aware of this term. And you maintain your circadian rhythm by waking up at the same time daily. And I mentioned this before, when you're waking up at the same time, you're not only improving your sleep, but you're also increasing your energy levels by being consistent. Getting morning sunlight, even looking out on an overcast day, out of your window on a sunny or overcast day, you're basically boosting your alertness and improving your circadian clock as well. Getting movement in the morning in any form is great for your metabolism and provides some great energy to move with your day. Engaging the prefrontal cortex of your brain with activities such as meditation or journaling, you're improving your mental health, improving focus, and you gain better awareness. Morning hydration also has its own advantages, not necessary, but does rehydrate the body after a long night and improves metabolism, cognitive function, digestion, and even skin health. Morning routines reduce cortisol or stress levels because once again, you're waking up more controlled and ready. It even activates neurotransmitters in your brain such as dopamine, so congratulations, you can achieve this without your phone. The secret to a good morning power-up routine is very straightforward. Keep it simple, don't add too much, just change most of the actions you want to do into habits. And how do you easily create habits out of the actions you want to do? Do less. So go over the principles, pick at least 3 things, stick to it for a week, and optimize and enjoy the journey as you go along. That's simply all I can say. So that has hopefully taught you what you need to know about morning routines. I know everything is a bit ironic when I keep saying it is overrated in terms of other people, but it doesn't have to be if you make the right decisions. But it's just the truth. A true morning power-up routine can only be manifested by waking up to do things that you're happy with doing, with mental clarity and with pure simplicity. And believe it or not, morning routines aren't even the things that you should be really paying attention to. Pick a few actions, do them in the morning, but really, you should be focusing on your night routine. I mentioned that a lot of what happens in the morning is based off of your night and, more importantly, your sleep. So I'll be making a video on this hopefully soon enough anyways. And if you're having any trouble building or breaking habits, then I have a video for that up here. Or if you want to know the few habits that have changed my life personally, I have a video on that up here. So I thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye.